Not ashamed
All
to
right,
admit
folks,
it.
buckle up because this
You
is the
arrived
story
in
of
prison.
Jordan Belfort. Not a hero, not a genius, not even the kind of guy you'd want to take advice from. Unless your advice is about how to hustle, manipulate, and live dangerously, this man turned ambition into an empire, confidence into a religion, and greed. Well, greed became his playground. By the age of 26, he wasn't just wealthy, he was a phenomenon. A man who could pull in millions in hours, live life at full throttle, and convince almost anyone to hand over their money without hesitation. But before the fame, before the yachts, before the private jets and the endless parties, Jordan Belfort was just a kid with a dream, a wife, and nothing else. Jordan arrives on Wall Street at 22, fresh out of college, brimming with ambition and naivety. His wife, Naomi, is at his side, but she's only beginning to glimpse the roller coaster that Jordan's life will become. Wall Street is a different universe, polished, cutthroat, and dripping with money. For Jordan, it's thrilling and terrifying at the same time. He lands a job at a mid-tier brokerage firm, thinking this is where the journey begins. But on his first day, reality hits him like a brick. His boss hands him a chair and a phone and says,
Your job is connector, which means that you will be dialing the phone over 500 times a day, trying to connect me with wealthy business owners. And until you pass your Series 7, that is all you're gonna fucking be doing. Sit. Sit!
until you
Just say
pass
that
the
last
licensing
there.
exam, that's all you do. No guidance, no mentorship. Just a number, a target, and a phone. Jordan spends his days cold calling. Hundreds of calls. Endless rejection. People hang up on him mid-sentence. Every night he goes home with a paycheck barely covering rent, while his boss Mark rakes in over $1 million a year. And Jordan asks the question that defines everything. How? How does he make it? How does anyone make that much money? Mark sees something in Jordan. Raw talent, hunger, potential. He decides to share the truth. The goal is not to help clients make money. The goal is to take money from their pocket and put it into yours. Jordan hesitates. But what if they make money too? Mark laughs. That's not the point. Jordan's world tilts. Stockbrokers don't create value. They sell belief, confidence, hope, illusion, and Jordan is about to become the best at it. Jordan earns his broker license. He's ready to dominate. And then, Black Monday. The stock market crashes. Phones ring off the hook. Brokers beg clients to stay calm, but panic spreads like wildfire. Mark's firm collapses. Jordan goes from rising star to unemployed nobody overnight. But here's the thing about Jordan. He doesn't quit. Desperate, he scans job listings, searching for any opportunity. That's when he discovers a tiny brokerage firm on Long Island, selling penny stocks, worth cents, selling to everyday investors.
Penny stocks?
Yeah.
Jordan is skeptical until he sees the commission rate, 50%. In his old job, he earned 1%. Here, he can make more money in one call than in an entire month on Wall Street. And that's when he understands it's not the stock that matters. It's the story, the pitch. The belief Jordan's first call is electric. He doesn't sell a stock. He sells a dream. A tiny company becomes the next technological revolution.
It could go a heck of a lot higher than that. Your profit on a mere $6,000 investment would be upwards of $60,000. Is that I never ask my clients to judge me on my winners. I ask them to judge me on my losers because I have so few.
The client is hooked. Jordan feels a rush he's never known. There is no turning back. He buys a bright yellow sports car, a symbol of success. His neighbor Donnie notices and wants in. Jordan shows him the paycheck, and Donnie quits his job that same day. Together they form a partnership built on audacity, charm, and greed. Jordan and Donnie rent a garage, recruit anyone who can sell of an high school dropout, saying, teach them the one rule, create demand first. Sell the pen.
Do me a favor, write your name down on that napkin for me.
I don't have a pen.
Exactly, supply and demand, my friend.
Make people need it before they even realize it. Soon, the garage transforms into Stratton Oakmont, a firm built on illusions, fake prestige, fake titles, fake confidence. Every broker has a fancy title: vice president, senior broker, authority. Clients buy into the fantasy, believing they are investing in legitimate blue-chip stocks. Then they are slowly guided toward penny stocks with massive commissions. The strategy works flawlessly. Stratton Oakmont explodes. Monthly profits hit $28 million. Jordan becomes a media sensation. Forbes dubs him the Wolf of Wall Street. With fame comes excess: private jets, luxurious mansions, parties that cost millions, exotic models, and enough cocaine to fill a small pharmacy. Jordan is living every fantasy at once. Money isn't wealth, it's a tool for indulgence. He meets Naomi, beautiful, magnetic, unforgettable. Their chemistry is electric, but Jordan's life is chaotic. He cheats, loses control, almost destroys his marriage, and eventually remarries Naomi. Life is perfect, but only until greed, drugs, and ambition catch up. Jordan isn't satisfied with just wealth. He craves domination. IPO manipulations, stock scams. Money moves faster than he can count. Every day is a new thrill. Every hour is a new score, but the lifestyle begins to consume him. Drug use escalates. Sleep becomes optional. Paranoia grows. Friends and colleagues get arrested. FBI scrutiny intensifies. Jordan believes he is untouchable, that his charm, his smarts, and his audacity can outmaneuver anyone. But the law doesn't tire, and it doesn't forget. Enter Agent Patrick Denham. Methodical, relentless. Unlike Jordan, Denham is patient. He tracks money trails, studies behavior, anticipates moves. Jordan's empire is a living organism, chaotic, unpredictable, and full of holes. Denham exploits these weaknesses. He watches, waits, and closes in. Every offshore account, every shell corporation, every extravagant party is a breadcrumb. The tension builds. Jordan's allies are arrested. The walls close in. Even as he hides money and bribes officials, he can't escape. The thrill of the chase that once energized him now fuels his fear. Eventually, Jordan makes a choice. He cooperates. His empire collapses. Friends go to prison. Millions vanish. Jordan is sentenced to 3 years in prison, but Jordan's story doesn't end in defeat. He learns, adapts, and reinvents himself. He writes The Wolf of Wall Street, the book, transforming his life experiences into lessons for others. Upon release, he becomes a motivational speaker and sales trainer. Standing on stage, he asks one question: "Sell me this pen." The audience focuses on features, quality, design, missing the point entirely. Jordan smiles because he sees himself in them. Chasing success, addicted to dreams, forever chasing more. This isn't just a story about greed. It's about human nature, desire, ambition, how power can corrupt, how confidence can blind, how the chase itself becomes the goal. Jordan Belfort's journey shows us the thrill of winning and the peril of excess. The wolf never really disappears. He just changes suits, plays new games, and keeps the instinct alive. So, if you thought the wild ride ended with the arrest, think again. Jordan's story continues in stages, lessons, and speeches. And while we may judge him, part of us can't help but marvel at the audacity, intelligence, and sheer energy that propelled him to heights almost mythical. That, folks, is the Wolf of Wall Street. A man who built an empire out of audacity, charm, and pure greed. Who fell spectacularly, yet survived to tell the tale. Who sold dreams and lived every single one of them to the extreme. And that's today's story. If you enjoyed this wild ride, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you never miss a story this outrageous. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.